Parenting in a pandemic. Holy man. Whew, talk about a challenge. Oh man, it's these last few months. It's as a parent, life could not be more challenging. Parenting could not be harder than it is right now. And depending where you live, I live here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Depending where you live within Canada or United States or other countries globally, it's different everywhere. It's different conditions for everyone in this pandemic. Some of us are coming out of it. Some of us are still in it. Some of us, the pandemic is maybe worse than before. So I feel for you. Parenting in a pandemic is tough. So what do we do? And yeah, how do we parent during this and keep ourselves mentally fit, help our children with their emotions and keep their mental health up to par as well? Well, first off, it's okay to not be okay. If you're struggling, okay. I'm struggling. I talk to tons of parents all the time who are struggling. People are struggling with this. It's okay not to be okay. Stress. It's okay to be stressed. Nobody signed up for this. Nobody said, hey, let's be at home, work from home, and try to have our kids at home and manage all this. Let's lose daycares, lose schools. No, nobody wanted this. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to feel mad, sad, and scared. It's also okay for your children to feel overwhelmed, for your children to feel stressed out, for your children to feel mad, sad, and scared. That's okay as well. It's okay for your children to be struggling. So first off, accept that. Accept that you and your children are struggling. And that's okay. It's not what you want. It's not the preferred, but it is what it is. And we got to lower expectations. We just got to lower expectations as a parent. You're in survival mode. Your children are in survival mode. When you're in survival mode, you can't thrive when you're trying to survive. You're in your little brain. You're in your amygdala. You're in your fight, freeze, stress response. Things are tough right now. So you're not going to be feeling that great physically and mentally and emotionally. Neither are your children. It's so easy to post great pics on social media and be like, hey, we're having so much fun. Our family's awesome. I do the same thing. I post pics. But that's 1 hour of the day. What about the other 23 hours of the day that we're not posting about on social media? We're not posting about us crying, our children crying, the arguments we get in, the power struggles we're getting with our children. We're not posting about laying on the couch, eating ice cream and chips and ordering fast food. That's not the stuff we post about. We want to post the best image of ourselves. I think that's part of the problem as a society and individuals within our friends and family groups. We don't really let people know what's actually going on. For some reason, it's we have to hide the truth and we have to pretend everything's great. Okay, it's awesome to celebrate the good stuff, but to feel the good stuff, there's going to be bad stuff as well. There's no such thing as feeling pleasure without feeling pain. So why don't we share more about the pain? I don't know why we don't. I think it's because it takes vulnerability. I could do a whole video on vulnerability. So how do we make this easier? As I said, lower your expectations. Your patience with your child probably isn't as strong as it used to be. Your child's patience with you, probably not as strong as it used to be. So what do? Okay, well, we need to feel the feelings, like I've said. Feel the emotions going through. Unless we feel these negative feelings and the emotions we don't like, they're not going to pass. You can suppress them, you can numb them out. They're still going to be there. So we could feel all types of feelings amongst stress. We also could be feeling grief. Grief isn't just death. Grief is a big loss. And you as a parent have lost working at your workplace. You've lost social connections with family and friends. You've lost your routine. Your child has lost their routine, social connections with friends. Your child has lost their normalcy. It's all gone. It's not there anymore. So how do you develop a new routine? You develop one that is flexible. You don't want to develop a rigid summertime routine of trying to balance you working and keeping your kids out of your way so you to work. You got to be flexible. And if your routine's not working, hit a reset button, change whatever routine you got going. So a routine is the same thing as a schedule. If it's not working, time to change it up. You want it to be flexible. You want it to accommodate your family and your children's needs same as your needs. Lastly, in this video anyways, there's so many things I talk about parenting in a pandemic. You want to build your capacity to handle stress with yourself and your children. So you want to be doing things like sleeping, eating well. Those are things we talk about all the time, exercise. You also want to invest in connection. And I've talked lots about connection in my videos. So how do you connect with your kids? Simply put, you spend time with them. Uninterrupted time with them. Doing what they like to do. They're doing what you like to do. You're doing a family activity together that you like to do together. One-on-one time is great. You want to connect in the morning. First thing in the morning. So if you're working from home, you want to spend a little time with your kid uninterrupted. Let them know that they're special and you care about them. Let them know that as soon as work is done, you can't wait to spend time with them. Throughout the day, you want to give them reminders of when you'll be together, when you'll be apart. You're connecting. You're filling your kids up. If your kids don't feel filled up, they're going to act out. Behavior is not random. They're going to let you know if they're not feeling connected to you through behaviors that you don't want to deal with, that are exhausting to deal with, but you got to deal with them. So connection is key. You want to connect at bedtime. How was your day? What went well? What didn't go well? Talk at bedtime. Spend that time together. Connect. Be fun. Be silly. Being a parent isn't just about scheduling and being a super parent and taking your kid to activities and doing your job and having them do well in school. That's all good stuff, but being a parent is having fun with your kids. Why else did you have children other than to spend time with them? Laugh together. Be silly together. Dance together. Draw together. Play games together. It's all about balance. If you can find a balance, connection is a beautiful thing. And if you mess up, apologize to your kids. It's okay to mess up while parenting in a pandemic. Just apologize to your children. Move on. But if you don't apologize, if you don't repair, things are going to get worse. We're at the 7-minute mark, so I'm going to end things here. Parenting in a pandemic is not easy. Give yourself a break, but also invest in ways to make it a little bit easier. Can't numb it, can't suppress it. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care.